Yo, what's up, SRL fans, and welcome back to another video. We are looking back at the Singapore Grand Prix now, which took place last week at Singapore. So let's have a look how the race went under the lights at Singapore. So let's have a look at the qualifying results. Bart Kodailer took pole position ahead of Nick van Gelder, 2 tenths ahead of him. Then behind him it was Sandro Doulis, who actually had the pole position for quite a lot of time. Then it's Vasilis Petitsiotis, René van der Stamp, Luke Smith, who's replacing Francis McGinn, who unfortunately missed the race. Then Samuel Brandt, Dion Stahl, and Jure Marusic. So the lights went out and away we go. Pretty clean start by pretty much everybody. Going into turn 1 now, just Sandro Doulis lost the position against his fellow countryman Vasilis Petitsiotis. Like you can see, really clean. The only collision was there in the back with I think it was Irfan Daniel who went around. Here you can see him in the background. And we go back on the back straight away. Sandro Doulis actually lost a position against Luke Smith in his Force India as well. And here you can see Irfan Daniel, who dropped down the order. Great battle up front in the early stages of the races before the tire temperature issues for everybody came. And here you can see Vasilis Petitsiotis getting past Bart Kodailer. Bart Kodailer had a lot of problems with tire temperatures, and he went off track and parked his car to retire off the race because of the overheating tires. He was done with it, and he thought he would call it a day. And everybody started struggling with a lot of tire overheating issues. The only one who didn't have any issues was Sandro Doulis. He was conserving his tires in the first 6 laps, and on lap 6 then it was his time to get pushing. He got past Nick van Gelder easily on lap 6, and now he was only 2.5 seconds behind race leader Vasilis Petitsiotis in the Force India. Remember, Sandro Doulis hasn't won a race since season 2 Australia, and this is now only 1 lap later. Sandro Doulis getting past Vasilis Petitsiotis, and now Sandro Doulis was in the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. And because he was so much quicker than everybody else, because they were dealing with tire issues, he was able to build a gap really quickly. And in the end, it was Sandro Doulis getting his first win since 833 days. His 8th SRL career win. Now he's level on wins again with Francis McGinn for the most SRL wins in history. It's Sandro Doulis who won again in SRL after 2.5 years. In second, then it was Vasilis Petitsiotis, then it was Nick van Gelder, René van der Stamp in 4th, then was Samuel Brandt, who had a great outing, in 5th. Dion Stahl retired on the last lap, but luckily he still finished 6th because Cameron Weston-Edwards, Jure Marusic, Jesper Lempinen were a lap down. They finished in the points, and Timo Hofnagel, a reserve driver at McLaren, in his first ever race actually came home in 10th place and scored 1 point. Also 1 point goes to Jesper Lempinen for scoring the fastest lap. Here we have Sam van Elven, Irfan Daniel, the last 2 finishers of the race. Luke Smith, Jorge Correa, Colin Higgins, Jan Holm, obviously Bart Kodailer, and Ivan Brito retired of the race. So not that eventful of Singapore Grand Prix, but we have a nice winner back there. So here we can see the standings now, with Nick van Gelder leading the point standings ahead of Francis McGinn. He's level on points with Lewis Marshall, who's obviously not part of the league anymore. Vasilis Petitsiotis is behind them on 79 points. Then it's Sandro Doulis with 75 points. So the top 5 are really close together. Then it's René van der Stamp, Jesper Lempinen, Dion Stahl, Bart Kodailer, Samuel Brandt making a nice move into 10th. Then it's Cameron Weston-Edwards, Luke Smith, Jorge Correa, Sam van Elven, Jure Marusic moving up a position because Fons van Heugden missed the race. Fons van Heugden in 16th. Then it's Jan Holm, Colin Higgins, Timo Hofnagel, Irfan Daniel still without points. And Racing Point for Zinja is still leading the team championship. Obviously, Franz McGinn missed the race, so he wasn't able to score any points for them. Then it's Haas, Scuderia Ferrari, Red Bull Racing, Renault Sport F1, Williams, Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, Scuderia Toro Rosso, and now McLaren was the last team to score a point. And we've got some news. Yannick Verstappen is back in SRL. Remember last year he had the controversy at the end of the season where he let someone else drive for him. So he started gaining a lot of pace and suddenly was up there winning races. He got banned from SRL for 12 months, but now he's back after he apologized and felt guilty about the situation. He apologized to league owners Sandro Doulis and Samuel Brandt. And yeah, he's now able to be a reserve driver for the Ferrari powered teams. But from now on, he has to live stream all races with a face cam so we can make sure he's not cheating again. And nice news, because today is the SRL 3-year anniversary. On this day, 3 years ago, Sandro Doulis, myself, founded the SRL League. So yeah, we have come a long way since then, and I can't believe how much we have grown. A massive thank you to all the drivers who took part in the races over the last 3 years. Also a massive shout out to all you guys watching our streams. Just can't believe how big this has become, and I hope we keep on going and we can make this league even bigger and even better than it already is. So next race is going to be this Saturday at China, back to our usual start time at 3 p.m. UK time. So make sure you tune in. We will be live on YouTube with our commentator Fox back again. So yeah, I hope you will tune in for that. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Check out our official SRL website. Always stay updated with the latest news and results from our SRL league. Have a look at some driver details and see the standings from every season. The link is down below in the description.